Hi, this is Dean from Sentinel Candles. In today's project I'm going to be using Sweet Pea and Jasmine as my fragrance. So for my base I'm going to be using Crystal Clear from Natural Candle Supply, and on top of it I'm going to be using goat's milk soap. For the clear base I'm going to be adding blue liquid dye and also Kelly green liquid dye to make an aqua color. I will be adding Shooting Star ultrafine glitter, also white pearl mica to this loaf. So the idea of this loaf is to actually get as many bubbles as possible. So I've got all my ingredients, let's get started. So I've melted down my crystal clear base. This is 2 drops of blue, 1 drop of green liquid dye, about half a gram of white mica, about 1/4 gram of ultrafine glitter. So at the moment it's sitting on about 140 degrees because it's just straight out of the boiler. I'm going to wait until it gets to a pasty type thing and then pour it in, and that's where I'll get all my bubbles inside the actual loaf. So I'll wait until that cools down and then I'll pour. Okay, so I've got this down to 110 degrees now and it's starting to get really thick. It's almost getting a skin on top, and I know it's stuck to the side of the pan, so I'm just stirring it in a hurry, trying to get it all into the pan so I can tip it in. And here we go. I'm not even going to spray. That's like jelly, look at that. It's, so much of it's still stuck in there. It's almost got a skin already. It has got a skin already. So at 110 degrees, I've just poured that, and it's jelly. It's definitely jelly, but it's that's nice. I like that. There's lots of bubbles in there, I can see them all. So I'll try and figure out what I can do with this. Maybe I can pour it on top and then use the goat's milk soap on top of that. So I'll see what I can come up with. Okay, so I've melted down what was remaining, and I'm going to spray this really well. Okay, so the temperature of this is 155 degrees. So it is hot, but it's actually what I want because I want it to melt the top and really bond with it. So I've sprayed it already, so here we go. Okay, so spray that again. Okay, so the top of this section is now flat. I can melt down my goat's milk soap and put it on top of this. And I'm thinking pink with some glitter on top. I'll find out in a minute what I choose to do. Okay, so I've melted down some of my pink, but before I do that, I'm just going to get a knife and just cut into this green here, so it will actually drip into it. And my soap that I've just melted down is about 140 degrees, so it should melt into this quite nicely. So this had a skin on it, and I'm just cutting layers into this so it melts into and underneath this layer. Okay, so we spray that with rubbing alcohol really well. This is goat's milk soap, and I've added some pink mica to it. So here we go. I'll just spray that again. Okay, so now I can see that if I just push this skewer into, it should go through those grooves underneath. I will wait for a few minutes and then I'll put some Shooting Star glitter over the top of this, so it just finishes it off. Okay, so the skin is a little bit softer now. It's still, if I put my finger in that, it would go right through it. But so it's at the point where I want to add this in, and this is ultrafine Shooting Star glitter. So what I'm going to do is just get my bamboo stick, and over the top of it, I'm just going to turn the bamboo stick around, and then it will fall off. Okay, so I've added Shooting Star glitter to the top of this loaf. I'll let this set and wait until tomorrow, and then I'll unmold it and cut it up. Okay, so it's the next morning and I am going to unmold. Oh wow, that really came out really nice. Now when I poured this, I poured it at about 110 I believe, and It's got a whole heap of bubbles in there. That looks amazing. So I've just put the light behind it and you can see all the bubbles that are in this loaf. So I'm super excited how this turned out. This Sweet Pea and Jasmine. It's the first time that I've done this fragrance. I had no idea what colors to choose, but I think I've chosen the right ones. It's kind of like a teal green. It looks dark on the screen here in front of me, but it's actually quite nice. So inside this bar there's a whole heap of bubbles, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. Normally I would try and get rid of those bubbles, but they just look so nice. This is Sweet Pea and Jasmine. Thanks for watching.